So I was just wondering, have you ever wondered why it seems difficult for high net worth ladies to find love? Well, there are a number of reasons that could be responsible for this. I am Ilupeju Adebayo, and this is the Love Laboratory. See you shortly. But then, if you really want to take the statistics, the first thing we should look at is what is the population of high net worth ladies? Because it seems like everyone actually finds it difficult to find love. Just that the case of high net worth ladies is kind of maybe obvious because high net worth ladies are actually like all over your face somehow. The kind of wealth that is available to them and all of that. Having said that, or getting an understanding of that kind of a background, why do these ladies find it difficult to find love? There are a number of reasons. We are going to probably just take a look at some of these reasons and educate ourselves and possibly find ways to overcome this scarcity of love for high net worth ladies. Okay, so one major reason it's I think it's security. Security in the sense that there is wealth already. You are often afraid that your partner, whoever this partner will be, is probably coming after your wealth, is coming after your money. The interest is just for the money, not for anything else. They may be coming after your money, but at the same time, they may be coming genuinely because they find you attractive. You probably have common interests. You have a kind of behavior that attracts this partner, regardless of the fact that you are a high net worth individual. Another reason is the fact that work-life balance can be an issue because high net worth ladies are often engrossed in what they do. And so they mostly find themselves in circles where all that matters, or more like they are usually lost in socio-economic circles. And of course, under those circumstances, even the expression of affection and all that is kind of scarce, if you ask me, because it's always about business, always about business. And so why the term work-life balance? A high net worth individual is often stuck in socioeconomic circles. And so it becomes difficult to be able to find love. The fear of gold digging. Gold diggers are actually everywhere. Yes, gold diggers are everywhere. Just like you have playboys everywhere, guys that just come along, steal your heart, and break it. It's the same way that you have gold diggers everywhere. However, there are still a few good men. A few good men who come with genuine intentions. But you see, genuinity is never written on the faces, so that's one reason. Another reason is that high net worth individuals have high standards. And you see, it's not bad to have high standards, but there's a way that you present these your high standards that doesn't alienate you from potential suitors or even from people in general. But naturally, with wealth comes high standards. A lot of wealthy people set high standards for themselves, and even when they don't naturally do this, maybe they might not have set a standard really, but the circumstances surrounding them just creates that standard naturally because you're leading, for instance, an organization. So there's a standard, there's a level to which you would have attained in life before you can own such positions or earn such positions. And so at that level, naturally, it will be a case of high standards. but there has to be a balance between the two. Another reason is that high net worth ladies are afraid of the fact that people may decide to judge them. People could judge them from different perspectives. Now, one of the areas that a high net worth lady could be judged is that people just already form that opinion that a high net worth lady would be proud. And when I talk about pride in this case, it means that they are going to deal with partners from a condescending perspective. This may not be so, but that's the perception. That's the common perception from the people's side. Another judgment is the fact that people are actually some men don't have enough, should I call it liver, like we say on the streets? They don't have enough liver. They don't have that much confidence to walk up to a wealthy lady. Say, for instance, you meet, you see a lady that you really want to connect with, but the lady drives a Ferrari. And come on, you just drive a regular, maybe Toyota. Sometimes men kind of just get to that inferior position and they don't have the confidence to walk up to this person and probably express themselves. But the truth is, if you want it, you've got to go for it. And then, ladies, you could be driving a luxury vehicle and you could still come across as ordinary. So as much as possible, I think it's always dropping that toga of authority, like what is common in Africa really. Men are concerned that their women shouldn't be like higher in authority, but that's at the workplace, man. In the family, there's going to be a different kind of balance. But a lot of times, I believe, I have heard, I have seen men shrink at women who seem to be higher above them, either in authority, either in wealth, somehow. And I think you can't really blame people for that, but life goes on. So if you ask me, what then should a high net worth, what then should a high net worth individual, lady in this case, do to find love? They are quite simple. I'll be right back. Oh, welcome back. I'll suggest that it's necessary for high net worth ladies to expand their social circles, to try as much as possible to go beyond the socio-economic circles that they belong to. They should probably join organizations, maybe organizations like the Rotary, Lions Club, similar charity organizations like that, that brings all sorts of people together. And often, these people come with common interests. If you look at it, for if you are in a philanthropy organization, for instance, you're likely to find people of similar minds, and they don't necessarily have to be on that high net worth level. Even your regular class C people can belong in these organizations. And so likelihood of finding a life partner who shares common values are high from such circles. You also want to probably go to sports clubs and feel loosen up a bit. Maybe go on vacations where you're likely to meet neutral minded people. Of course, if you go to new places, you're likely to meet somebody who doesn't know your background and who would likely not be able to tell your net worth in this situation. And if for anything, whoever you have met under those circumstances would likely probably have a good background, let's put it that way, but not necessarily the kind of wealth that is available to you as a lady. And so it's just okay that you expand your social circles. Don't work. You must strike a very, very good work life balance. You need to be self aware. You need to come to terms with the fact that yes, you're feeling insecure, you're afraid that somebody may be coming to steal from you, they may be approaching you because of your wealth, of your money, they want to steal from you. You need to be conscious of that, and you may actually want to probably approach a therapist, a relationship expert to advise on how to spot red flags, how to relate with people, and how to be able to find people who are actually genuine about trying to connect with you. You actually want to be open, you want to be deliberate, you want to let friends, relatives understand your need for a genuine relationship. You could tell your friends, somebody might know someone, and they can actually open up a connection. They connect you to people. But when you get into relationships, it's important that you learn the best way to behave to your partner. Because if you're such that you've been used to work, 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 a relationship, the relationship of a love-based relationship, a relationship that is supposed to end up or to be a long-term, intimate relationship, requires some level of respect. And work relationship often just is just flat out like it's barren of emotions. Emotions do not come to the surface when you're dealing in business, when you're working. But when it comes to intimacy, the foundation for intimacy is actually respect. Respect the other person's view and don't pour out all the information. You know what I mean? You don't want to talk about your role at the beginning. You don't want to expose the fact that yes, you are earning in six figures, you are earning in seven figures. All those things should be reserved for later. If you're able to just hold it up this way and drop in that toga of I'm the boss and all that, the likelihood that you are going to actually find a genuine partner is there. Well, there are a number of ways that we could help our sisters to ensure them or help them in their journey towards finding love. Kindly leave your comments. Tell us what you think is best to do when you are a high net worth lady looking for love. Well, this is where I'm going to be putting a pause to my activities. I hope to see you next time. Have a lovely time.